Good evening, friends. I am Ravindra Srinivasa from SRAA Media, Bangalore. I have today guest Priyanka Panda from Bangalore. She is a spiritual life coach. She talks about meditation, divine feminine energy medicine, and spiritual wisdom. And apart from that, she is a life coach also, talking about the purpose of life, purpose of freedom, fulfillment, and lot more. She is also a certified quantum Reiki master. See, all these credentials are there with Priyanka Panda. Let us come. We will welcome Priyanka Panda to our knowledge sharing program.
Thank you, Ravindraji. Thank you for having me here, and I'm glad to be here and share whatever wisdom I can with the listeners, with the followers of your channel. So thank you for having me.
You're welcome, madam. First of all, I would like to request you, please introduce brief about you, your journey to this spiritual world and divinity.
Sure. Hello, everybody. I'm Priyanka. I'm currently residing in Bangalore. I'm a spiritual life coach, as sir has already said. So my journey with spirituality began very early. I come from a very remote town. I was born and brought up in a remote town in India, and my childhood was a very idyllic childhood. In the sense, this place where I grew up was so remote that even the newspapers would come one day late. So I grew up among nature. I grew up with books. I was always interested in reading spiritual books. By the time I was 13 or 14, I had read I had read the whole spectrum of spiritual books, right from Karl Marx to the philosophy of the Vedas and the Bhagavad Gita, the Bhagavatam, and the Upanishads. So this laid a foundation for me for this curiosity to understand who I am. This basic question that every seeker wants to understand, right? Who am I? What is the meaning of this life? Why are we born? So there was a deep curiosity to learn. But over a period of times, as you know, as happens to most Indian kids, life caught up. Then I got my whole 20s was spent in building up a career. I got a master's degree in engineering, and I was in the software field for over a decade. But somewhere down the line, I had felt the deep curiosity to understand who I am, why I am here. Why do events and situations occur in life? So there was this deep curiosity, and that was kind of unsatiable. So slowly, over a period of time, I realized that things were happening in my life that things were actually falling apart, just like a series of dice which is placed one on top of the dominoes, and you push one domino, all the dominoes fall together. So I was going through a very bad phase in my life. There was health issues, there were financial issues, there were career issues related to career. So, and during this time, I started researching into alternate energy healing modalities. I got initiated into Reiki, Usui Reiki first. And my initiation into Reiki was a very profound event for me, because that was the day when I first experienced the awakening of the Kundalini energies. And ever since then, it was almost 5 to 6 years back. So ever since then, I have delved in different forms of energy healing. I am a Reiki master. I'm a quantum Reiki master. I have worked with pranic healing. And I have also worked with different other energy healing modalities. I'm a certified meditation teacher. So this whole process for me was a process of awakening. I realized that all through my life, I was kind of sleepwalking through life. I was fitting into a box that has been set by somebody else, ticking somebody else's expectation, one after the other, one after the other. So there was this expectation of grow up, have a career, get married, have kids, then buy a house, buy a car. So there were this set of expectations that I was just ticking off one after the other without even realizing who am I? Why am I on this journey? What am I learning through this journey? So through over the last 5 to 6 years, I have been on this series of awakening journey where I have kind of awakened from just leading a life of just leading a life that is uh, kind of that's a life of a robot. It's a life of a robot with no dreams. I mean, uh, with desires and dreams, but without the inherent understanding of why desires are there, why dreams are there, what are we doing in this life. So my approach towards healing is always that nobody can heal. I mean, healing is incomplete unless and until it is followed by transformation. So my goal through my programs and approach is that I want to help people awaken from the limited understanding of who they are into becoming conscious creators of their own life. So my journey has taught me that whatever I have suffered in life, whatever has happened in life is essentially something that has been created by my own self. And when I started understanding my own self, I started growing consciously. And then slowly I realized that I am a conscious creator who is a creator of this reality with, creator of this reality within which I am living. So this is the awareness, this is the knowledge, the wisdom that I want to bring to people today. So in short, that is my story. And uh, and today I am feel very blessed and grateful towards the universe that whatever I set upon doing more than 5 years back, I'm bringing this to more and more people today, and making more and more people come alive, awaken into who their true self is, what is their purpose, and lead a life of purpose, freedom, and fulfillment. So that's in short about me.
This is quite an interesting journey you had with lot of difficulties, lot of challenges, and lot of question marks arised within you. And you are able to find the solution for the questions as well. So that is excellent. First of all, we would like to know how to realize self. Who am I? What is my purpose? And you told one sentence which is very pricking. So whatever we are today, the position we are in at present, we are the creator. Right?
Yes.
So whoever in whatever the position they are at present is because of what we have designed.
Yes.
Correct? So if that is the case, we have created, or we would have created, we don't know what we have created, but we know what is our present situation. Everybody knows what is our present scenario and what status we are living in at present time. If that is the case, then there is absolutely chance to design our future also.
Yes, absolutely.
Right? So that is what you mean, Priyanka?
Yes, absolutely, sir. So whatever we are today, we are a creation of the past.
Creation of
If
the
you know, if we can if we can spend even 5 minutes today to sit and understand where we are today, and we just look back at least even 5 years back. So whatever dreams and aspirations we had at least 5 years back, you would see that at least 30 to 40% of that would actually be a part of your reality today. And whatever we are vibrating with today is essentially going to be your future tomorrow. So, this awareness that the very beautiful quote that I have heard recently is, pain is real, but suffering is an illusion. Suffering is something that is caused by your mind, right? So today, if you think that you are suffering, essentially what you are suffering is not, what you are suffering is basically because of an ignorance of who you truly are, what is your true nature. And your true nature is that you are that self sitting behind this, this, you can call it this, if you uh, take the example of a robot, right? A robot is the sum of the mechanical parts, but what runs the robot? What runs the robot is the AI, the software, right? So you are accumulation of your body, mind, and spirit. So in energy parlance, we call it the physical body, the mental body, and the spiritual body. So it's like a triangle with 3 layers. So so in our ancient literature, also in the Vedic philosophy also, the spiritual plane has been called as the Karana Sharira, the causal body, which is the reason why the mental body and the physical body exists. Similarly, the mental body is the reason why the physical body exists. So we are a sum total of all these things together. And we have always been a sum total of all these things together. So in the past, because we were in ignorance of who we are, whatever happened in the mental body affected your physical reality over a period of time. Okay, so today, if you just look at your physical, your physical structure, also how well built you are, or if you just take the physical structure, the physical body in question, so how well built you are, how is your health and wellness parameters? Everything is dependent on what you have been vibrating with mentally and physically for the last 5 to 6 years. You can say that, right? So similarly, what you are vibrating with today, mentally and physically, is going to cause your next series of events, the next series of eventuality in your life. So this is a very complex, this, to understand it, it requires a lot of time and you need to go much into detail. But if I were to express it in as simple terms as possible, you are a conscious creator of your reality. You have been so in the past, you are so today, and you will be in the future. So the moment, as long as you are ignorant of this fact, life will go on like a series of, this wheel will go on in a series of cycle. It will never change. Basically, it's a set of patterns that will never change. But the moment you become aware that you are a creator of your, of your reality, of your current reality, then what happens is, once you have the awareness, slowly you will start becoming responsible for your reality. And once you start becoming responsible for your reality, then you will have the ability to transform your reality just by transforming your energy, transforming your vibration. So this is what, today we have so much understanding on the law of attraction, because there was this movie, The Secret, that came out, and that brought the understanding of law of attraction into the world. This is how the law of attraction works. So in energy parlance, we say that the mental body, which is the body of energy, creates the physical reality. the physical form, the gross form. So whatever we are vibrating with today is going to create our future reality. So yeah, so you are exactly true. Whatever you said is exactly true.
So in order to understand who am I at present situation, I think it is necessary to understand that the mental body. What we are seeing through eyes is a physical body.
Yes.
But what we are unable to see is another two layers.
Yes.
One is mental body, and another one is
The spiritual body, or you can say the causal body, the plane of the soul.
see
The
how to see. We would like to know little bit deeper, because we are aware whatever we are seeing, what we can sense, we can touch. This is a physical body. But the other two bodies which common man never experienced, never saw it, never experienced, never aware of it. So I would like to give more knowledge in recognizing, in getting an awareness about the mental body and the causal body in our coming sessions.
Definitely, because that is the whole purpose of, that is the whole path of
Yes.
essentially growing spiritually, moving forward from the understanding that you are this body, into understanding you are not just this body, you are the body and the mind. Again, into understanding you're not just the body or the mind, but you are that consciousness. You are that soul permeating this body and mind. And essentially, there is a very beautiful story that I want to leave our listeners with, right? And it comes from the Upanishads. In the Upanishads, they have described the jiva. So essentially, the Vedas call an individual as the jiva. So, if we take the example of a chariot, a horse-driven chariot, right? So the Upanishads say that the five senses that we have are the horses that is driving this chariot.
Okay.
And the chariot is the body, the physical body, that is essentially carrying everything along with it, right? Carrying the driver along with it. The Sarathi, the one who is the driver of the chariot, is the mind. The mind is controlling the reins of the senses, right? But essentially, who is traveling in the chariot? The one that is traveling in the chariot is you. That is the consciousness, the soul, who is traveling in the chariot. The body is just, it's just that vehicle that is carrying this passenger from point A to point B. The body is just a channel to carry, it's just a channel for us to, from destination A, to move from destination A to destination B. But in this journey of moving from destination A, which is birth, and destination B, which is death, what happens is, so most of the times we are like the horses. Okay, so our consciousness is with the horses. The horses sometimes will move left, sometimes they will move right, sometimes they see grass, they will move that side. Sometimes they'll see water, they'll move that side. So the senses are like a pack of horses which can move in any direction. But as long as the mind is ekagra, focused, then it can control the reins of the senses with its hand. So once the mind is ekagra, the horses are like focused. They will move only in the direction of point A to point B. So, but essentially, what is the passenger doing in all this journey? The passenger is just enjoying the journey, enjoying the sights, the rivers, sometimes rivers will come, sometimes bridges will come, sometimes it will see other cities and towns and rivers. So we are essentially that passenger who is enjoying this journey. The mind, the sarathi, the chariot, the horses, they are just tools that is allowing us to this, to go through this journey. But as long as we are associating ourselves with the senses or with the body or with this, with the chariot or the horses or the mind, then we cannot enjoy this journey. Our focus will be on training the senses. Then our focus will be, oh, is the chariot properly or not? Is the wheels running properly or not? So, but our focus is to move from our consciousness from the horses to the sarathi to the passenger who is sitting in the chariot. So that is this whole journey should be all about. When we become conscious that we are the passenger, then we start enjoying this journey, moving from destination A to destination B, which is from birth to death. But death again is not the end, because then we will get down from this chariot and get into another chariot, move through another town, move through another village. So this journey is never ending.
Journey is
And
continuous.
yes.
Only we will
And
change the chariot.
yes, and this is the whole process of self-realization, that you are neither the horses, neither the charioteer, neither the chariot. You are the passenger sitting in the chariot. So that's what I wanted to leave our readers, our listeners today with.
Thank you, Priyanka, for giving insight about the understanding concept of who am I. So let us continue our session. In the coming session, we would like to know much more knowledge on the mind and the consciousness. Thank you.
Sure. Thank you.